Just can't see no from the you know. Murder's most wanted, don't nobody want it. See, 301 till I'm done, you heard? Shorty wanna come to the stool anytime I do, wanna watch my moves. Know they wanna see me lose, but a nigga too smooth, yeah, nigga too cool. You know I gotta keep my tool just in case a little nigga wanna act a fool. You know I'm a motherfucking beast, I'm a motherfucking dog, and you look like fool. You know I'm a beast, I'm a monster, name whole weight, no I don't need a sponsor. Gotta go ticket it, it ain't Willy Wonka. Bag on your head, but you dead, you a goner. Niggas be hotter than the sauna, bitches be thoughts like Madonna. And I get notched like a roster, just got a leg for the Glocker, and I bought a brand new chopper. Hey.
I'd like to welcome y'all to the world's motherfucking greatest podcast in the world. And on today's episode,
we in bedrock.
Yabba dabba doo!
You know what I'm saying?
I guess being a father comes with its perks sometimes, huh?
This is beautiful.
This is really beautiful. First of all, I was gonna start somewhere else, but let's just start here because
this is way better.
This is way better. What are you supposed to be for the uneducated or the uncultured?
I'm Fred Flintstone.
Yes.
Still tired.
Okay. Yes.
I think you did that wrong.
So are you matching like?
Yeah.
Or is that's a little too much? You're just.
Sometimes you gotta do things you don't want to do.
I didn't say you did want to do this.
As a father.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, are you matching with? Okay.
We out here.
All right. That's nice. Did you think of this outfit on your own, or was this?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I know you're into Star Wars. Like, would you have done Star Wars, or is this just like you were not forced? Because I don't ever want to say forced, but you were persuaded that this was the way to go.
I would have done the Star Wars. Get down with the wars.
Mm-hmm. Is that an option for next year?
We got so many years left. I've got a lot of years for options.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe is that like an older one where we need them to be a little older so that they understand what's going on?
I mean, Buddy was Yoda last year. So.
Oh, that's why. You just said that. We already did that. But you didn't dress up last year.
Yeah.
Sky.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I like that.
I respect it. Are you going to be hitting the streets with the outfit, or is this personally like just a stay in the neighborhood type of thing?
I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
But what about tonight?
No.
Okay.
You're a nasty man. So this is just decorations.
Essentially, yeah. And then I said, you know what, we're recording today. Why not throw it on? Halloween's tomorrow.
Why didn't you let us know? We could have all worn. I had my Halloween costume from Thursday night.
Definitely could have pulled something out there.
You didn't even give us a chance. You wanted to steal the shine, huh?
Could have been a chic right now.
I can take this off.
No, please. Yabba dabba doo. Good vibes, bro.
Could have been Barney Bravo, bro.
I actually enjoyed the shit out of the Flintstones as a kid. Like,
same.
Great show.
What made it such a great show for you? Because that's an old ass people show. Like,
that's an old people show.
That joint came out in like the 70s.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just like
a bulk of cartoons came out.
Hey man,
the
Tom and Jerry's of the world, the Jetsons,
we do.
Looney Tunes.
All old ass people show.
I was a Cartoon Network nigga, man.
Okay,
I feel that
shit was on Cartoon Network.
No, it was for sure. They used to have the game on Cartoon Network, the website. Where you do. Mm-hmm. I used to fuck with it. Good vibes. I'm just really impressed that you like.
I don't know about that internet, Charles.
Yeah,
that was the
Cartoon
internet.
Network games where they had the Looney Tunes football.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas gotta remember that.
Yes, sir. And then that Eddie little jawbreaker jump. Classics.
Disney Channel games too were very lit. They had the motocross.
When they got the XD.
Yeah, they had the motocross. They had some shit. I'm really impressed with your outfit. Like, I'm not even going front, bro. Like,
did you get that from Amazon?
Like, where did you get this from?
Probably someone off
Party store. Yeah, okay.
Store.
Oh, so did you buy it or?
Yeah, I bought it.
Okay.
Teamwork. Shout out to co-parenting. Co-parent of the year. You've made that pretty clear on here before, so I guess this keeps proving your point.
I'm just here. I won't get fined, man. That's it.
So you can't recant your statements now, buddy.
Yeah, I said it.
You definitely said it. Like you said it loud and proud
Here
too.
I am.
Took a shot to it.
Yeah,
Here I am. Remember that joint by Nelly?
yeah.
It's good
Bro.
vibes.
That was on the country album.
It was on the sweat, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, the sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit.
Yeah.
He was a nasty man for
That was a
that.
good time. Double discs. Niggas don't make the double disc no more.
Niggas don't. Niggas just make deluxe albums. That's kind of whack.
Still
When you
double
really,
disc.
Lazy lovers.
it's just lazy. 2 tracks, A and B side. Like
Westside did it for us.
Drake rapidly did it for us too.
Spoken.
This is done it for the people. Ah man. All right. So my hazy thought, you know, I'll get to it. I was gonna start there, but this was far more important. Like, shout out to the kids. Shout out to the Hallows Eve.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in that type of thing. You just had to run the vibes.
I was with him.
Halloween is haram.
I got nothing for Halloween. Man.
Why?
I don't even think I got shit for holidays. Period. Man. I'm not.
Why are you such a grouch?
It's not the vibes.
Halloween is a great holiday. It's my favorite holiday of all the
I
holidays.
just feel like
Easily my favorite holiday.
Why?
For a few reasons. First of all, it's an actual like a holiday. Like the pageantry behind it, everyone knows like All Hallows Eve. Like it's very steeped in something. No one is denying like Santa Claus. Like yes, Day of the Dead. It's pretty simple. So from just a technical standpoint, it does it for me as part of the holidays. It's like yes, we're all in unison about it. No one is arguing, or it's like, buddy, we're just all here for it. Secondly, costumes. Who doesn't like a costume? First of all holidays people be putting on costumes, but this is the actual one for costumes. Like Santa Claus, like that's weird as fuck. But Halloween,
I really want to go sit on an old white man lap.
it's just weird as fuck. But on Halloween, like yo, goons and goblins and then you could be Santa Claus for Halloween, like in theory. Like so, first of all, costumes. Next, candy. Like of all the holidays,
Scott Charles and his sweet tooth.
this is
Nigga
the.
just got a tooth pulled.
I was gonna
talking
bring that
about.
up.
Like, what are
I was
you?
gonna
What are
bring
you?
that.
What are you
but
doing?
like candy, like who doesn't like candy?
Change your
like,
life.
Everyone likes candy. Like you don't have to like the same candy, but everyone likes candy. And last but not least, it is a holiday for everyone, like adults, children, like legitimately, everyone can enjoy Halloween. Broke people, rich people,
Or at least participate.
everyone. There's no barriers to Halloween. Like you don't gotta to have a good Halloween per se. Like you ain't gotta be rich. You don't gotta have family.
Or fun on Halloween is probably the better fun than.
But degenerate fun on Halloween, like Night of Mischief, like
Yeah.
Halloween has its perks. And then also right after, candy is like super cheap, so like you can't really beat that. Overall, Halloween's a great holiday. I'm super pro Halloween. If I had to do a power ranking of holidays, Halloween first, Thanksgiving second, and then Christmas is third just because of the long break we get from it. But like as a holiday, I can never think of a few more better than Christmas. Just like it's not really that popular. Outside of the Jesus angle, you know, like, and some people don't be fucking with Jesus. So like if you don't fuck with Jesus, then like what the fuck is Christmas for? I'm just saying, like,
I had a conversation with somebody about that, and they was just like, it's deeper than that. And I was just like, no, I think that's pretty much wraps up Christmas.
yeah, it's pretty much the vibe. So like if you're not a big on that, if you're not big on the Jesus guy, like I don't really see why.
Stuff it alone.
I don't really see why Christmas would be your thing. So like, low key, now that you've made me talk through it, Christmas might be. I might have to drop that joint to 5. Like 3 might be Valentine's Day, just off the strength that like, even though it's a bad holiday, it's an entertaining holiday too. Like,
Date, sex, gifts.
yeah, it's not really that bad. 4th of July is a whack holiday. Bad vibes all around.
Yeah.
Just a bad vibes. I guess Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Shout out Juneteenth. Juneteenth might not have to just be 3 off the strength, just off the power ranking. So Halloween.
It's crazy Halloween beat out Juneteenth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What a guy.
I mean, these are my holidays. Like,
Thanksgiving as well.
I didn't say it was a greater holidays. I'm just power ranking my favorites.
I feel you.
So thank you. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm. Top 3, so.
I'm saying top 3 for sure.
That's all right.
Maybe Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day. I don't know, man.
Give me St. Patrick's Day.
I might have to do St. Patty's.
Degenerate behavior.
Yeah, you're right. Degenerate behavior, and then Christmas. That's a strong 5. I think that's a strong 5.
That's a good 5. That's a chip.
I honestly, I take that like Easter. Once again, you gotta believe in the Jesus character. Like if you're not a big fan of that, is Easter hitting for you? Easter might be in my top 5 just off the strength. So I might throw Easter.
I'm trying to tell you, that top 3 fluctuate between each other, and then the 4 and 5, that shit can drop in and out anytime.
Actually, I think the top 3 for me is solid, and 4 and 5 I might throw in Easter, kick out Christmas.
Okay.
You know,
I feel that.
Juneteenth is like,
Nigga forgot all about Valentine's Day.
yeah, it's easily like not a good holiday.
Bad vibes, bro.
It's a bad
It's
vibes
bad
holiday,
vibes. It's bad
but it
vibes.
is a like a mainstay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like all right,
Capitalism.
exactly. Like I ain't really fucking with it, but like it's here.
It's here.
I have to respect this.
For sure.
I gotta respect what it brings to the game.
I gotta play it. Hey, we're playing the game. I gotta play.
I have to respect what it's brought to the game.
For sure.
So like, hey, all right. But any other holidays that I'm missing, like, look, is there something that like we're gonna look back and be like, wow, how did you miss this one?
No.
Wow, Labor Day,
I work Labor Day.
Veterans Day,
Shout out to my grandfather. Rest in peace.
Memorial Day.
I don't even know what that's about.
It was just about the dudes who died
Oh, no, he ain't do all that.
in battle.
I
Not
might have said he ain't do all that. Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Oh, well, hold on
Okay.
now. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on now.
All
We
right.
might have a
We
conversation,
might.
Charles.
Is this?
You know, Tish, my girl.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a big fan of Stella as older ages has developed. Like,
feel that.
if you ask me this in like 2008, I don't know so much. But like,
Hey, son, you gotta relax.
right now, this
Jesus.
is in the running. You know what's really nasty? How Father's Day gets no love.
Hey.
Like of all the holidays, like look at this. This isn't gonna get rewarded in June.
Niggas don't be having
This
one of
isn't
them.
gonna get rewarded in June.
Niggas don't be having one of them. Nah, I'm just keeping it a buck. Niggas don't be having fathers.
You know what's funny
Niggas
about
be
that?
having dads. I don't know about fathers.
Damn, you just got really philosophical. Like,
It's a fact.
That's a
jeez.
fact.
Here's the thing, though. I hate to go into a whole dad conversation, but it's just like all these things are saying they be raising their kids. So who's like?
Who lying? Hey man, Kanye said it best.
We are.
Kanye said it best. That's all I got, Charles. You know?
I just feel as though someone has to tell the truth here. Like, you all can't be like good dads and girl dads and all this stuff, and then
I don't trust a scorned person to tell the truth.
ooh, that's a slippery slope right there, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
It's a slippery slope.
Mook is here to give you facts and facts only.
Facts and facts only. Yeah. All right.
Matic shook his head, so
I didn't say too much.
he didn't say anything.
I was about to
It was
just.
at the corner of my eye.
I was about to reiterate the Kanye bar.
Yeah, we are. What's in September? Is there anything in August that is a
Nah, August be dead. September be Labor
Labor
Day.
Day?
October. just-
Indigenous People Day? Oh, we don't do that? You guys not big fans of that?
They're my peoples.
People at my job were pissed if it was at work.
For Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah, they was pissed.
I mean, it's no longer the previous holiday.
Yeah.
They still want to just be off though.
I feel that, but you're not
Wow.
indigenous.
How did we forget MLK? That is, come on. That's bad vibes, you guys. You just like, that's funny to you? That's
I'm gonna just say this: the fact that he the only American with his own
That's what I'm
holiday.
saying. That's hard. You gotta
That's
respect,
hard.
you gotta respect
That's
it.
hard.
That's hard.
He's the only American with his own
American.
holiday.
That's hard. Like
Alright.
low
Abraham
key,
Lincoln's birthday is
President's Day. Low key, that might jump MLK to not top 5, but like top 7. Like MLK Day just off the
I
stroke
was about to
of
say,
that.
that's definitely
That's like
I get
7.
that.
Like
Yeah.
you can hit 7.
Let's get 7.
Can I get a top 10 off of this? 10 holidays. All right. Are we doing international like Boxing Day? Is that like a thing? That's in Canada. I know that's a thing.
Boxing Day.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. You should Google it real quick. I don't have my phone with me, but Google it. Boxing Day in Canada. It's the whole thing, whole vibe.
Fuck, it's boxing.
I tell you what, I'm trying to told you. This is.
I mean, America has some of the
we
best.
don't be giving. We give the people what they don't know.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
America has some of the best heavyweight boxers, period. So I don't even know why we don't got.
I don't even know if it has to do with boxing.
They probably don't.
It has nothing to do with boxing.
Probably has something to do with hockey.
Groundhog's Day. Is that that's not like a holiday. Is that more of like an event?
It's an event.
Okay.
Boxing Day is a holiday celebrated the day after Christmas Day, occurring on the second day of the Christmas tide.
It's about recycling.
Though it originated as a holiday to give gifts to the poor, today Boxing Day is primarily known as a shopping holiday. It originated in the UK and is celebrated in a number of countries that previously formed part of the British Empire. This shit is going left. Nonetheless, Boxing Day is on the 26th. Yeah, like Boxing Day is on the 26th of December, although the attached bank holiday or public holiday may take place either on the day or one of the 2 days later. Boxing Day is also concurrent with the Christian holiday St. Stephen's Day. Bro, what do you have me reading?
Try to tell you. Nah, because when they said the British Empire, it makes sense because Canada for a long time, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, that makes sense.
They don't want to give Canada, random fun fact from Mook. They don't ever want to give Canada credit for bombing the White House. They always say it's the British Empire. It was definitely.
they're part of the British.
I feel that, but it was definitely Canada.
I respect it.
That shit was divided. It was French and then British.
That's the French.
So it's like, at that point, it was Canada.
French Canada.
Like, it was Canada.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. Shout out Montreal.
No, for sure.
Oui.
Good people out there. That's where Bongo live at, I believe.
Yeah. All right. Damn. So Boxing Day really not hitting like I thought it was. I really thought it was
about to have us celebrating colonialism.
I mean, Indigenous Peoples Day. Come on, buddy. Like, what are we doing here?
We giving the pride back to the people that
4th
was
of
on
July.
this land.
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, that's
come on, buddy.
colonialism. For sure. Yeah,
January, okay, the MLK. February, Presidents. March, St. Patty's. Oh, how it is High Coast the podcast?
420.
What? This is bad. See, this is why we have to talk.
To say Easter, but I was like, "Stab, 420 is in April."
This is why we have to talk these things out. I was going to. That was good. You gonna let us do this? Forget about that.
He don't smoke.
It's got nothing to do with me.
That's some nasty vibes.
I preference this whole beginning of this as saying that I don't have too much for holidays, period. So
You don't have a holiday that just touches
Thanksgiving
your soul.
is me. That's about it.
It's you.
I really
Food
love
and
Thanksgiving.
football. Food, football, family.
Birthday right around the corner too. I love that shit.
I love Thanksgiving too. As you can see, top 2.
Family. But all these other shits, man, I don't got time for it.
Interesting. It all started with an outfit. But now
Right.
we're here.
I got it. Anyway.
Yeah, listen, don't ruin the vibes, bro.
Right.
Don't ruin the vibes.
Oh, my point has been made off.
You're nasty. Any do's or don'ts for as a father, like you, trick or treating? Any?
Haven't had to do so yet. So I don't know.
Yeah, motherfucking Corona.
Ah. Okay. You gonna try to tackle it this year or?
I don't know. This chick Nana talking about letting him pass out candy to trick or treaters tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's if people is trick or treating. Guy, you got candy?
I'm actually going to try to get candy.
First time. See what the neighborhood's about, man.
No, I know what the neighborhood's about. I'm man of the
Nobody in
people.
this neighborhood be trick or treating though, so I
I
don't
just
know.
seen a group of kids at the literally outside your house with costumes and shit. Like literally
Today?
when I was driving up, like
Yeah.
They
a whole
trick-or-treating?
family outside and it looked like they were walking. Like
I seen somebody in the driveway meeting someone else and their kids.
yeah, like
Pre-COVID, we rarely got people come to this jump. I don't know what's going on.
yeah, booty vibes. You know,
They know we be smoking gas in the back.
Probably.
it happens. All right, so I mean, just say it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
My hazy thought was I was gonna start before I got way sidetracked. Once again, great outfit. I can't stress that enough. Mouth surgery. Like you realize, like we be getting home mouth surgery at the dentist.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but I just had to put that in perspective after.
Like every time you go to the dentist.
Like every fucking time. Like it's very, very wild. Like when you really think of it. Like they put me under anesthesia to take out my teeth. Like that's just like a tooth.
That's good shit.
It's wild.
That's
as fuck.
never happened to me. It's just like, we gonna numb this junk?
Yeah, the first time they numbed
that motherfucker.
No, the first time they numbed it, and that's why they said they were like, yo, it's going to. The lady was straight up. She was like, yo, it's going to hurt like shit if we numb it again. She was like, we can just put you under. I was like,
Say less.
Put me the fuck under.
That's when you woke up. Was it pain? Pain.
No, when I woke up, I woke up and I remember like
Stories of anesthesia.
falling out of like not falling, but like stumbling out of my chair. And then I was awake, and then I woke up on my couch. Like, there's nothing in between.
How'd you get home?
Shawty drove. Like, she was there the whole time. But, like, that's literally all I remember. I remember walking out there, like, looking up and being like, oh, I'm in the dentist. And then next thing I know, I was on my couch with a fucking gauze in my mouth, and I was like,
How'd this get here?
I was like, first of all, how did this get there, and where am I at? Yeah, I was so confused, bro. And it was like, listen, the last thing I remember was about 11:30, 11:45, and then I woke up and it was dead ass 5 o'clock. Like, that's all I remember. I don't remember really anything in between that.
Did you wake up and smoke?
No, I waited until like 8 o'clock because apparently they said I needed to wait 4 hours. So
Real
I gave
nigga asked the important questions. Fuck eating, fuck drinking. When
yeah,
can I smoke?
I gave it an extra couple hours to get my smoke in. But what you laughing for? That's funny to you.
We real niggas over here. Like
why is that so funny to you?
you know for a fact. Back in the day, they told us you gotta wait 2 hours to chew. I was saying you gotta wait 2 hours to eat.
I waited an extra few hours.
I did. I did it.
That's real shit. I was gonna wait till the next day.
Yeah, like, take a day or 3 off, nigga. What the fuck? This nigga said, yep. Waited till 8. That's it.
Chance of infection? No? Say less.
Yeah, it was very minimal. I did
They had the antibiotics. Your mouth is the fastest organ.
I had the antibiotics on deck. It was like, hey, there's my plan and there's God's plan.
I gotta go to dentist Tuesday.
What work they about to do?
Super excited. Just a cleaning.
Yeah, I'm about to go probably get a cleaning at the end of the month of November.
Nigga like me got his physical this week. I'm about to schedule for the dentist down in a few.
Honestly,
I hate the dentist.
You know what? I don't really hate the dentist, but the truth is,
They
like,
having some invasive questions in them Jones though.
in the dentist?
No, in the doctor period.
Yeah. The thing about, I like a physical more because it's just like, all right, let me see how close to death am I. Like, low key, no funny shit. Like, that's why I'm not listening to no one about COVID. Like, it's niggas who I know haven't had a physical. I've said this before on the podcast since the Obama administration. Like, I know since you've been in high school.
Going on 6 years.
No, fuck that. Past that. They going, like, I'm talking about the first term.
No, wait.
Like, niggas ain't had a physical in years, and they out here talking about, like, you know what goes in your body. Bitch, you know what's in your body. Like, so, like, don't even jag it.
I still got the full panel, Joe. AIDS test, STD, all that.
Oh, my. Listen, and that's how I know niggas is nasty, because, like, if you get a physical, you should get an STI test, STD test on the spot.
She was like, you trying to do all this? I said, let's do it all.
They literally ask you every time. They ask you every time. Like, anytime you get blood work, do you want to do the... Niggas just be saying no willingly?
Run that shit. Run it all. Run it all. What's up with me? Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Niggas, that's how I know niggas are nasty, because...
why would you say no?
Why would you say no to a free test? COVID vaccine, like these niggas. That's why I'm like, wow, maybe they're not anti-vax.
Niggas don't like free shit as much as they say.
Yeah, I'm about to say maybe they're not anti-vax,
bro. Niggas like, I can't pay for that. I ain't fucking with it. That's crazy.
I'm like, maybe they're not anti-vax. Maybe they're just like just health. Mm-hmm. Like maybe we should consider that these people are just like, yo.
Who are these people, Jones?
What do you think the ratio is of the niggas that don't get vaccinated and don't drink water?
I think people drink water, but like drink water as a necessity. That is the
That's
question.
What I'm saying, Charles. Like,
who are these people though?
Yeah, who are these people?
You know the they.
Like damn, you make it sound like it's a large population of niggas that you know that are denying like getting these tests.
No, it's not about the test. It's being anti-vax. Mm-hmm. That's the thing for me. Like I've made this very clear. COVID is like, it's a thing. So like you could be skeptical.
You're not getting vaccinated, you're not getting tested, but you're also not going to the doctor.
That's my very issue. Like, I don't really mind people being like they don't want the vaccine, because that's very much so a personal issue. Like, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to. But we're in a global pandemic.
You got to see it through, my boy.
So to act as if like that's not happening is weird to me. So like that's the difference here. So like
we
if
just gonna act like we not.
if you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't fuck with that vaccine shit, but you know,
It's been
I'm wearing my mask. I'm like, yo, do your thing. I'm actually super pro that because that was me for a long time.
This shit,
I got the vax because I gotta be like, I kind of like.
Gotta travel.
I don't even want to say I was forced to get the because that sounds like no. It's just like yo, I needed to get the vax to do how I move. So like I had to do that for me. But some people don't. Like they really are like, this is my stance, and I respect that. But you gotta do some other things, or you're wild. You're wild. You're a wild lover. Like to me, there's really no in between. You don't have to get the vax, but to be like, I'm not doing that. Like it's niggas like I'm not wearing masks.
You're ridiculous.
You're bugging.
You're
like
ridiculous.
I'm sorry, you're bugging. Like you're anti-health at this point. Like fuck the bullshit. Like.
So there was a nigga on the train today with
100.
no mask on coughing. And I'm like, oh, out loud, like,
Bro.
like a little ass kid. You know what I'm saying? All that. And I'm like, hey, bro.
And think about pre-pandemic. Niggas like, that's nasty. Like, that was the
Still
thought
nasty,
process.
yeah.
So this is nastier.
Now this is deadly now. Like,
right.
It's not just nasty now. Like, that was a very nasty behavior. Called, nigga, you just sneezing, you want to... What would you say if someone did that?
Felony.
Bro,
Felony.
that's kind of what this...
Send that nigga to the slammer, bro.
That's what this shit is now.
This
It's
nigga's
nasty.
endangering everyone.
It's nasty, bro.
We on
Like,
the train.
you
You are endangering
you don't
people.
think that shit is wild?
I
Like,
never said it wasn't wild.
no, but to me, I think like, and this is where I think it gets not slippery, but this is the issue. People want to make it this or that, and it's not. It is really in the gray. Like, bro, there's people who are concerned about the health ramifications of something they don't know. I don't think that's anti-vax, but you know what is anti-vax? Being like, yeah, I am not wearing a mask, and I'm not going to social distance. That's wild to me, bro.
Sick nigga.
And if you're on the other side, like you got to be able to be like, yo, that person's not anti-vax. They're just doing something. You know, like stop being like. I feel like there's a lot of people who are being disingenuous. So it's very hard for me to be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, anti-vax folks, like I kind of feel them. Like as much as I don't want to feel them, I kind of feel them. Like that's your little stance. And that's what you rocking with.
Give a little
I mean, it is a little
It is a little
stance.
stance.
It's a little
In the grand scheme of things, that's a little stance.
That's a little stance,
We
bro.
was with an anti-vaxxer yesterday, man.
No, I was not. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't talking to people like that makes me realize that person's not an anti-vax. That person has just decided that
They don't want the vax.
they don't want the vax, and like people are going to be like, how can you say
I
that?
didn't know this nigga was with.
I really can say it's not because I don't think that person isn't going to do the proper. So like that person wears their mask, you know, like that person be, as far as I can see, don't just be out here at like clubs and parties. Gotta be in the chill. So am I really mad at that person? No. Maybe should they get vaxxed? Maybe. But like I think people should like smoke weed. And people who don't smoke weed, I don't think they're like bad people. I don't think they're anti-pot. I just like, yo, you don't smoke weed. Like maybe I'm too hippie of a hippie. Like as much as like I think I'm growing out of it, maybe I'm just a hippie and I'm like, hey, do what makes you happy, person. And if not getting vax makes you happy, I'm kind of like, hey, more power to you. Is that wrong? I don't know. Tell me. I don't know.
I think it's looking.
We want to know. Maybe you have the answers.
I don't have the answers, man.
I feel like I've been talking way too much about the vaccine. It's just wild.
I mean, to me, it's just on how you move, and just like and go up there. You got to answer for it at the end of the day, regardless. So.
Yeah, I wonder, will people feel bad? Like, let's say, like your grandma or your mom, someone catches the COVID and unfortunately passes, and you had an anti-vax stance. Would they feel bad? Like, that's just the issue. I'm just curious
I'll
about.
blame the government.
That's so nasty. That's really nasty. That's a really nasty thing to do. Like, I'm just thinking about it. That's a really, really nasty thing
I
to
feel
do.
like they can blame a
It's
lot
not
of different avenues.
Yeah, I'm
if
about
they
to say it's
wanted
not
to.
far fetched, Charles.
You can do that. If you're saying grandma, you'd be like, it's the old age.
Yeah.
And if I'm in my 20s, I'm still be like, fuck it, you know. Shit is wild.
I don't know, man. I just really don't know. I'd be so confused.
May Allah guide us all.
May he do that for sure. Is there anything else going on in the world that I feel as though when there's things going on in the world,
Things like what?
just like what's going on in the world, I don't really have
I
any.
mean, Sudan is under a military coup right now.
Yeah, I feel like you would know the things that are going on. Like me personally, I'm trying to tell you, like some weeks, it's just like, this is one of those weeks where like the world, I just really didn't have much for it. So like,
Sudan is under a military coup right now.
give me some pop culture. Give me something a little less.
I don't know nothing about that, Charles. I don't know about
That's a
that.
little too deep. I'm gonna lie to you. Sudan being under military coup was just like, whoa. It's
Let's
just
see.
The only thing in pop culture I've heard.
about pop culture.
The only thing I heard was
Chappelle.
nah. What were you talking about though? What happened with
He said he wasn't.
He said he wasn't apologizing. And then you know what he said? He said because I watched
I know.
the joint this week, and I think the funniest joint was what he said. When he said the shorty wasn't funny, he said the only way he's gonna be with them if they admit that one of their like noted celebs, LGBT comedians isn't funny. And he was like, "That's how he meet." I thought that was a little cheeky.
I want to know which comedian you talking about.
It's some lady, I don't know her name, but she's pretty famous in the circle from what I read on Twitter this week.
Spicy.
Ruffling feathers.
Who? Dave?
I wonder if she's colored or not.
No, she's white.
Okay.
Gotta be.
You know what I think is weird to me about ruffling feathers? Is David Chappelle ruffling feathers, or is he just like trolling? Now, I like Dave Chappelle. I actually watched the special. I don't think he's like right or wrong or whatever. Like, apparently, like, people who are straight don't have a say in that. So, like, why do y'all care what David Chappelle says? That's what they said. I literally see people be like, why do we care what straight people says? So, David Chappelle is straight. Why do you care? That's just my overarching thing. But, yeah, I think he's just trolling. I think he's like, yo, y'all keep talking to me about this shit. I keep telling y'all stop talking to me about this shit. But y'all, so now I'm going to fuck with y'all. And I think that's more so what's going on. And it's funny, at least to me, that with Lil Nas X, everyone's like, oh, cool, go for it. And then with Dave Chappelle, they're like, no, that's wrong. That's bad. I'm like,
What do you mean, Lil Nas
they're both
X?
trolling.
Okay.
Lil Nas X be trolling Boosie bad.
Yeah,
he
for
be
sure.
trolling Boosie like,
I was just trying to see which way you.
I'm doing a song with Boosie. The man has come out time and time again and said how he feels about you.
Nigga call him an abomination.
He's come and you're like, I'm doing a song with him. Is that not trolling him?
sure.
Or am I missing it?
No, yeah, it's definitely
You're trolling him.
yeah.
So for me, like,
And every time Boosie talk, this nigga's spins go up.
bro, so my whole thing is that like you guys are either trolling each other. So like Boosie is in on it too. So like
hope he in the
it's
chat.
a whole like music thing.
Hope we get in the chat.
Or or Lil Nas X understands how the internet works, and
Definitely
he
does.
understands that him trolling Boosie brings people being like, let's listen to more Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
So because he's doing that, he's like, I'll throw this bait out here. Hey, I'm doing a song with Boosie, and then
Hey, P, you got some
if
fun?
Boosie doesn't respond, then what? Everyone was waiting for him to go off, and now it's a whole nother conversation. No funny shit. I only heard like 4 Lil Nas X songs my whole life. They're actually all good songs, so I'll give him that. Old Town Road, good song. The little Industry Baby song with Jack Harlow, pretty catchy.
Yeah.
The Panini joint.
I heard so many people on that motherfucking beat though.
I mean, but his joint is the most
Industry,
popular.
baby. I mean, he the only one that's actually dropped their song.
Oh,
on that
okay.
joint.
Well, and then
Him and Young Manny. Young Manny did that beat too.
Send me that. And then Panini, the joint, randomly, the first Panini, the time I heard the song
saw them
Panini
hands,
was the remix with the baby. Like this is the ironic part to me, like putting this all together. So I'm like, his singles be like, they be popping, they be jumping. I don't know if the album or any sort of project he's ever put together is good though.
I don't either.
So for me, it's just like, you're trolling, my guy, and I respect it, bro. Get it how you live, but call a spade a spade.
You gotta get it while the iron's hot.
You,
baby.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not mad at him.
What
But
is it?
like,
Strike while the iron's hot.
the man is trolling. Like, let's be very, very clear about what is going on here. Like, I've been on the internet my whole fucking life, so I know a troll when I see one, and this is trolling. But shout out to him. But also that.
Is he a troll or be disrespectful?
But also, like, this and doesn't, because there's some idiot who's going to be like, da-da-da, you got, no one is saying what Boosie is doing is right. but like, or his language is very dangerous. No one's denying that.
stand by that, man.
But he's definitely trolling him.
Yeah.
Like two things can't be true at the same time. Like Boosie can't be a wild lover.
Because it works for both sides.
Yes,
What we
Boosie can't
said
be a
for-
wild lover.
What we said for Lil Nas X works for Lil Boosie, the people that support him.
A prime example, like when they were like, "Yo, he's canceled," and then he did that weird festival where he invited the baby, and like, all it was just like, yeah, my guy, that's why you're doing it, because to aggravate these people on this other side.
Yeah.
How about y'all just make up in the middle somewhere and just be like, we're not gonna talk about each other ever again?
Yeah, drop a song.
No, because that's the thing about trolling. It always ends up being like some gimmicky shit like that at the end, where like,
Get the check.
that is. I would hope both of them are better than that. Like legitimately, both of them, because like
Boosie's not above a check.
it's so sad.
If it's
Like
the right conversation that's had, he'll
it's
do that
so
motherfucking
sad
song.
because like
Boosie still make music?
Yeah.
yeah,
He just dropped a mixtape not too long ago.
that's what I'm saying, and that's my thing. Like when people be
I
like,
don't listen to Cuz, but I know that much.
well, that's the thing about
I live in the
making
trap world,
music
bro.
and stuff like that. Everyone make. Oh, y'all seen Meek Mill say he don't make money off of music?
That's a dud to me.
That was crazy.
That's a dud to me.
So like,
He make music of though?
What does he make money off of?
Yeah, that.
Tours, shows, shit like that.
yeah, I'm sure endorsements and all that type of stuff.
Streaming and shit like that? Fuck no.
No, I was just because he was tweeting that shit like.
He signed to MMG. And MMG is signed
Once you sign to a rapper who signed to a
somebody
rapper,
else,
you're in a very tricky
And
deal.
then Rick Ross deal wasn't even straight
You
with
better
his
sell-
record
you
label,
better
'cause he
sell
was
like
signing-
Drake.
Yeah, he
You
was
better
signing to
sell-
Slip and Slide and all these other people. So like,
Listen, if you sign to a rapper, you
8 people were getting paid
sign to
before
one
Ross.
nigga, then sign to one nigga, then sign to another nigga. Like, you better be like I said. If you sign to a rapper, and you're a rapper, you better sell like Drake.
And low key, that's why I feel Wale.
Why he got about it?
He's not MMG, and he's not MMG.
He
or
been-
like
he been
got
left there in,
signed-
like, 2018.
He gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the way his paperwork and shit set up. Like he's not getting paid way better now. I watched a little snippet of the Drink Champs jump, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying. But no, like. And Meek Mill not getting paid off his music, that's regular to me. Like, what, nigga? And plus, you don't stream as much as you used to.
I don't know why he seems to be tweeting so much about like shit like that. That seems like a weird thing to.
Niggas don't have friends, Charles.
That's I always think that like
Like, I can't talk
you
to,
came
I can't
to
talk
Twitter.
to none of my friends about
You
this.
came to Twitter to tell us this.
Nigga didn't talk to his business lawyer.
Ain't he friends with Michael Rubin?
It's a-
Like,
That's a white man that's a billionaire. He can't relate. He gonna walk to him and be like, "Hey, Meek, why didn't you get your paperwork right?" like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? You should have known this. You was in the game for how long? How long Meek Mill been rapping?
08.
So he going on 13 years?
Yeah, but like as a rapper, when I was at Temple,
Yeah,
Flavors.
5 years, 6 years?
No, rapper, 10 years.
Yeah, okay, rapper 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gonna round it off. Okay, and then
2010.
like, that's when he was out here.
Out here. That's when the first MMG wave started.
When his album dropped.
His first album probably dropped in 2011.
Okay.
Like he's been a
So,
rapper for a
10
decade.
years, 10 years.
He's been a rapper for a decade.
So he
like,
should have been. All right, he's done enough shows to get to the point where it's just like, all right, I should be able to buy my way out of this, or at least invest in the point where it's just like, I don't have to do this and like
don't know, man.
get distribution back. At least buy your distribution back, just a little bit.
I don't know, man. I just think
10% of distribution.
I think Big Bill
And
is just.
distribution 110%, Charles.
I think Big Bill is just an interesting subject matter because it's
Hey, man,
like,
you know what I'm saying? That Philadelphia public school system crazy.
don't do that to Philly. you just threw a whole grenade at a whole city for no reason.
No, don't
'Cause
say
of one
grenade.
man.
I am not Chief Keef. I'm not blowing up any one city. I fuck with
Finna blow
Philadelphia.
New Jersey up.
Yeah, I fuck with Philadelphia, but we're gonna keep it a buck, Charles. When you was in Philly, how many public schools got shut down while you was there?
I'm sure a lot, but
Exactly.
they shut down schools in DC all the time.
Hey, baby, I'm not from DC.
That's true too.
I'm not from there. That don't happen where I'm from. I am a Maryland guy. My shit say Glen
Oh,
Hall.
Beezy!
You hear me?
You know what?
My shit say Glen Hall.
Listen, the Beezy thing is actually very funny because it's like, is that supposed to be a disrespect? Like, being a Beezy seems like,
So chill.
it seems very nice. Like, niggas got Six Flags. Like, we got shit.
Shit is
Like,
okay.
we got shit over here.
Shit is all right.
I'm just saying.
Son, what?
And being like, think about
got
it.
Six
Flags.
Flags.
We got some shit.
And we
Like,
had all the Go-Go's because DC banned Go-Go's at one
I'm
point.
just saying,
and then
like,
Maryland had all the Go-Go's.
we got
PG
balls.
County.
We got inside balls. Like, what you
Inside
like?
malls,
Like,
nigga.
what you like? I'm just saying, like, to knock being a Beezy.
Got a gallery plate.
I'm about to say to knock being a Beezy.
I mean,
and your only form of shopping is outdoors. It seems like you're hustling backwards. Like, it seems like
Sounds like poverty to me.
oh,
not the niggas that started a war with the city.
nah.
Sounds like poverty to me.
The
bro.
Meezy comment be a super jab. They be throwing that shit out like you
That's
fucking
why.
Meezy. I'm
That's
just
why
like,
it sounds like poverty to me is fucking
yikes. When I was Uptown James, I was a Meezy for sure. I was just like, you're not doing me like that. It's cool. I mean,
Nah, the Beezy stuff is funny to me. It's just like
Damn sure hilarious.
I'm just like, yo, I like DC. DC is a nice city.
It's cool. They
But
got some,
like,
they got some jumps.
let's not act like DC is like
They got some jumps.
top 3 cities of the world or something. Like, niggas be like, for as much as I don't really fuck with New York people and their cockiness, they said they got some shit. Like, they said they got some shit. Like,
got 5 boroughs of shit.
Motherfucker, they got 24-hour public transport. Like, they got some shit. They got Broadway. They got that Madison Square Garden place. Like, they got some shit.
Hey, man.
You know,
Niggas got Wall Street.
we got some monuments. Like, you know, like,
A lot of colonial reminders.
you know, like, let's be real. And some museums.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's
More
cool.
colonial reminders.
They got museums up there, too.
But
Quite nicer.
oh wow.
The Met, the MoMA, like, the Guggenheim, like,
I mean,
all,
you got to pay for them.
all,
Right?
I mean, maybe DC, you guys should maybe make somebody pay for something. Maybe museums would be nicer. African American Museum, don't you got to pay for it?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of racist. No, I'm gonna stop.
I mean, they ain't get that much funding from the Smithsonian, so it makes
All I'm
sense.
saying is that, and that museum looks really nice in comparison to some of the other ones.
And they're older, and they always under renovation.
All I'm saying is that maybe
Because Air
paying,
and Space under renovation right now.
maybe paying for stuff sometimes
Blowing
is
me.
beneficial.
No, that new exhibit is supposed to be vicious.
I'm just saying. You know, I was on Constitution and 15th the other night by the museum, and that is a really nice museum.
The African American,
yeah, just like the structurally, it's a really nice looking
I
museum.
still haven't yet to been in it.
I haven't been in it either. I should go.
We should go. Let's make it a high coast thing.
Slave ships and stuff. Not really the vibes.
I don't know, Charles.
You gotta do that on your own. We can't do that as a group.
Why
Because
not?
we're gonna be joking. Like,
That's the best part.
Yo, I think we gotta do something where we'll bring the funniest tweet we seen, and then we gotta share it. The funniest tweet I seen, I might have put it in the group text with you, was this thing was like, look, slavery, you know, it was really bad. But he was like, the worst thing he think white people might have done to us was give us light skinned people, and I was like, that was fucking funny as fuck. I'm sorry.
I don't think I engaged with the tweet when you sent it.
That's what I'm saying.
I was just like,
but you saw it, right?
not right now. I was just like, not right now,
There's some
dog.
truth to that.
I'm saying, right? I just didn't feel like diving into it. I was just like, you know
There's some
what?
truth to that.
Yo,
I don't know what was going on that day. I was just like, not right now, bro.
I think the issue was that it was something about like racism. Sometimes racism is funny, and I was just like, yo, that's kind of funny. Like, but no, that might not be a proper joke, but that's sure a funny joke. Also, we need to do some differentiating between like what's wrong and what's just like insensitive. So what's insensitive versus what's just, you know, a little too hard of a joke, a little too close to the nudging.
Nah, fuck that. That's facts. If it's either facts or lies with me.
Ooh, that's dangerous though, Mook. Because a truth can still be hurtful. Like just because it's the truth doesn't make it
And then
any less hurtful.
That's all subjective.
Ooh, that's interesting. It's all subjective because, for example,
Talk to me.
if let's say someone said something about, for example, your faith, you wouldn't say that was subjective. You'd say well, it was rude, right?
I'd probably call you. I probably wouldn't say anything to you. I was like, that's ignorant. Like, and I mean ignorant in the dictionary definition sense. It's just like you don't
Not
know.
knowing.
Yeah.
For sure, but they could be like, once
If
again,
it's funny, I'ma laugh though.
but they could be like, religion not real, so what are you talking about? I'm just saying, like a very overarching thing. Then it would be subjective, correct?
Yeah. And I'd be like, it's happened recently.
You see?
And
So
I said, hey, may Allah got you.
But see, you had to at least get to the point of being like, okay, you got it.
Yeah.
I don't think
But I laughed when she said it though. Like initially, because I'm not going to say exactly what she said because I don't fully remember. But, you know what I'm saying? She said along the lines of like, organized religion is a construct.
Yeah, not
and
right.
I was just like, I chuckled. And I was just like, that's a nice view. And then I was just like, may Allah guide you. And then we continued on with our conversation. Didn't talk to her again, but we continued on with our conversation. And so it's just like, you know, it is what it is. But I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, it is, like, I ain't about to waste my time with, like, jokes and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Like,
I'm just saying.
Because, like, the difference between me and a lot of people is I'm not about to fight you over my faith unless it's like you really like threatening me.
But that's my thing is, and I use faith because I think that's a very polarizing thing.
You know where I stand with that. So
But like for other people, it'll be other things. So
Yeah.
it could be finances. It could be something of like what makes someone rich or what makes someone poor. All very subjective in my opinion.
For
like
sure.
nigga could be like, yo, I got $50,000. Like I don't know how much money that is. Nigga be like, nigga, I'm the richest nigga in the world. I ain't never seen $50,000 a day in my life. Like,
sure.
So I just think that a lot of these things are far more, you know, me
It's
team
like,
Gray.
It's like you got 50,000 in your savings or your checking. Either way, you still. I don't know how many people actually got that period. So it's
That's what
like
I'm
you might be up for real, like in the grand scheme of things.
That's my point. All of this is more subjective. That's just my thing.
Because it's not way more people in debt than it is with people actually with liquid money. So if you want to look at the world that way, then you might be up for real.
So I was just thinking these things are very slippery, very slippery. Very
People don't know
slippery.
these type of facts and that type of knowledge and things like that. So
Do people not know? Do people not care? I'm of the mindset that people don't care. I think
I'm recently.
yeah.
I'm gonna say not know.
No.
But I'm gonna say not care because they will not seek said information as well. So,
I don't. For example, all this research people are doing on
vaccines. There we go. Back to it.
no, I'm just saying like, the research people are doing
hell no.
lets me know that
Not
people
back to it.
people know stuff. People know what they want to know.
No, for sure.
So if people are like, people can tell you about all these different enzymes and it's like,
Yeah, I
yo,
feel you. But if you're just going back to the Tuskegee experiment, it's just like you gotta remember them niggas volunteered for that.
yikes.
I'm just saying, niggas like to leave that part out. They volunteered for that. That was a study they volunteered for, and they swindled them. But hey, they volunteered for that shit. Black people couldn't read and write the fine print back then. That's why fine print be kicking niggas' asses a lot. So hey, read the fine print, champ.
I don't listen.
Oh no, I did my research.
I don't. Listen, ancestors. I'm sorry. I have to.
Hey man, not all of our ancestors was good people. Not all of the apple fell
That's
very
a really
far from the
good
tree.
point.
The apple fell very far from
Not
the tree.
all of our
my nigga.
ancestors were good people.
At all.
That's a really great point.
Like what? You got your degenerate behavior from somewhere down
That's
the
a
line.
really yeah. We gotta stop blaming white people for all the things.
Yeah,
Maybe you're
no, there was a
right.
bunch of nasty niggas out here. Your grandfather nasty niggas.
This is a sick
He's
Negro.
a sick Negro. He needs to be committed. What's good with her? You know what I'm saying? We all got that one family member that we don't
Low
talk
key,
about.
it is funny how like, cause we talk about this a lot. How you're like the generation is, and I'm always like, nah, it's not this generation. It's just nasty niggas in
It's
general.
down the
So
line, baby. It's generational.
I don't know.
Every generation in the family got that one nasty nigga. You better roll the dice and hope it's not you, champ.
Wow. Roll the dice up. Like, imagine just assuming that every family's gonna have a nasty nigga and you have a 1 in 6 chance of being that
Oh, my
nigga.
mother. You got a nasty nigga in your job?
Yes.
You got a nasty nigga in your
Chill.
job? All right. Thank you.
I was,
yes.
I was
nigga,
about
what?
to say it might be me. Like, no.
Listen, this episode might end off with the fact that this is a sick Negro.
Sick Negro.
This is
That nigga gotta go pee-pee, but this way too doctor work.
this is a sick Negro.
This is sick Negro.
It was there. I had to take it, man. Shit.
Oh my god, I really think much more. The David Chappelle special was interesting. You guys should watch it for yourself.
I need to watch it again fully. I was like half drunk watching it.
Yeah,
Not paying attention, but I still was catching what I needed to catch. So.
yeah. I think it's weird. Like social commentary as comedy, I think it's not weird, but I think it's a lot more harder to digest now than ever because our social our social norms and standards have changed so much. So we're not really talking about like how to raise a family, how to be a good. It's some real like gender identity shit. Like they don't even have they don't. The language for that is changing in like academia. So how much more a comedian? Like how much faster does that change? You know, like so I just think it's it's one of those things where like someone is always gonna feel some type of way about it on either side. Yep. There's always gonna be somebody who's like, yo, Dave is fucking right. And there's always gonna be someone who's like, he's fucking wrong. He should and it's just like, yo, kind of wherever you land, just land there. Don't be a dickhead about it though. That's I think will be my only stance.
My just whole issue with the whole Chappelle shit is that forever you guys just have to remember that these are just fucking jokes, man. It's just for comedians, period, man. It shouldn't be this much fucking uproar for this shit. Don't give a shit how long it's been dragging this fucking topic out, but it's just like, bro, this is just jokes.
Listen, I always have an issue with morality when people are like deciding morality, and it's just weird to me. Like people make dead ass songs about killing people. There's a whole industry complex in which we've like talked about like gangster music, like and people seem not to be that upset about it, and like literally drill music. Literally for the last decade, I've literally watched a subgenre of rap kill like literally like
countless
hundreds of young men, and everybody's kind of like, hey, that's just what it is,
and that's just in one city.
And people are just like, that's just the music. Everyone is kind of like, yeah, like, what do you want us to do? No one is asking people to like stop listening band. No one is asking record executives or even the rappers themselves. It was like, yo, if that's what they want to do, freedom of art, expression, da da da. I remember growing up, hip hop is bad. It disrespects women, da da da. And now those same people who were disrespected are, I guess, recycling it and using the same imagery that was told to me was disrespecting them for themselves for profit. So like I'm confused. Like the morality stance with a lot of this should just be like, oh really? Like that's how y'all niggas feel? I guess. But yeah. I wish you guys the best. May Allah guide you. I mean, I'm with Mook on that one. May Allah guide you.
I mean,
and be a good father, and don't be a sick Negro.
Don't be a sick Negro.
Lesson of the day.
This is a sick Negro.
Some sayings are just very funny, and that saying is very funny.
What killed me was just like, it might be me. Like, nigga said, I might be the sick nigga in my family. Nigga just sit back here reflecting. He was like, hold on, let me go down the list. Kill.
I was gonna ask for a top 3 of sick niggas.
Hey, Charles, I was definitely
top 3 sick. What? Where do I rank?
Chill,
I'm not first.
That's good though.
You're definitely not first.
There's no way in the world. There's no way in the world.
No, you got some cousins that's
I have an uncle.
And that's where we end, folks. See you guys next time.